Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Halloween. And I got to say, it was a weird transition for me to come on to the show and hear a bunch of moaning. And then I heard moaning and manning and all these things. It was really kind of weird. Edwin didn't prepare me for that.
Moaning? Coach, tell him. Can you tell the audience you've got no interest in drafting Arch Manning in the upcoming draft?
Well, why would you guys ask me that when you know I'm not going to answer that question? I'm a big fan of the Manning family. And, again, I haven't watched a young man play enough. And, again, I think if you're a betting man, you would bet that he's going to end up turning out to be a good football player. But my bigger question to you guys is, which one of you guys is going tonight for Halloween as Taylor Swift? Because I know you guys are fans.
Yes, my wife and I have a couple's costume.
Only one of us is a fan.
Yeah, only one of us. It's only I. But we have a couple's costume where she is Taylor Swift and I'm Rob Zombie. That's the plan.
Nice. I'll have to see some photos of that. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah. Well, what's the Halloween candy of choice around the Schottenheimer house? What do you tax your children on?
Well, so I'm a big Dots fan. You guys ever had Dots before? The yellow box? Oh yeah.
That's a
boring,
crazy take, Coach.
Yeah. I know you were probably thinking like, Snickers or things. Yeah, I'm a Dots fan, man. Twizzlers too. I like Twizzlers as well. But I'll be honest with you, like my wife, she goes all out for everything. Like, I mean, we have more freaking pumpkins in front of our house and hay and stuff like that. And again, I just I normally go to bed pretty early on Halloween.
Now, do you have people ringing your doorbell all hours? How's it work at the Schottenheimer house? You got a busy weekend ahead of you.
Yeah. There's people that ring the doorbell, and she's always great about going, and she over gives candy. I mean, because she doesn't want it in the house because she knows we both have no willpower. And if it's sitting around, guess what? We're going to get the late night munchies.
Now, are you a full size candy bar guy? That's you're the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Kids show up at your house and they don't get full size bars. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, coach is a little.
Hey, I never thought about that. I'm going to have to shoot her a text after we get off this call. Hey, get the full size candy bars. Get the full size.
Hey, coach.
Hey, that's great advice.
Here's what I do at my house. I put out a bucket. And and I have a sign. It says full size candy bars. Please take one. And then I put out an empty bucket, so all the kids think some a-hole came and stole all the big candy bars. And then I'm a good guy. He tried to give out the full size. He tried. It's just kids are greedy, man. Kids are greedy.
Yeah. Well, here's the real question: what time do you guys turn your lights off? Because I know that's what they say. Like, you turn the lights off, it means don't approach the house. But that never kept me from going up to houses when I was young, man. I was hunting candy back in the day. So you guys turn the lights off early to signal to kids like, hey, don't stop coming by.
I'm 10 o'clock. Turn the lights out. 10 o'clock. I turn the lights. That's it. I don't want you knocking on my door past 10 o'clock because it's just going to piss off my dogs, and that's what I don't want.
There you go.
Or I'll just sit my German Shepherd out on the front porch, and that'll keep
that would do it.
That'll keep them away. Keep them away from the door.
Hey, that would do it for sure.
All right, Coach. Now we got to get to the hard stuff. You guys took a little belt to ass this last weekend, and for the first time, the offense didn't look like the offense that we've seen. Now I know a lot of that is who was on the other side of things. What if anything did you like about the offense, and what didn't work that you thought might?
Well, again, I think it was definitely belt to ass, and definitely was not to our standard. We own that. We accept that. And again, we're not going to allow that to become the standard ever. I think, where we kind of struggled was we struggled up front a little bit. Again, it's a good front. But again, we certainly can play and get after anybody in the league. And again, I think it started early in the game. We hit the explosive, we get down there, and we're down on the 1 yard line, and we have a penalty that knocks us back. And I would say there was too many self-inflicted wounds that put us into, bad down and distances and never let us really get into a rhythm. And certainly we've gone 4 straight games without a turnover. We go into this game and we turn it over not once, but twice. And but look, at the end of the day, you do see our explosiveness. You see our ability to hit, big plays and all that stuff. But the consistency was certainly not there. And again, I think it starts with just us up front. We go as our offensive line and our front takes us. And it was one of those games that, again, give Denver some credit. They got after us pretty good. And I know that group up front, the offensive linemen, the tight ends, and those guys are excited to get back out there on Monday night to compete and show who we really are.
A lot of talk about aggression, kind of second and long calls, maybe a little bit conservative. All of that. Was it just a method, a problem with your quarterback? It was his first bad game of the year, and it just felt like from that get-go, nothing ever fit into. And when you're dealing with a quarterback that's having a rough day, what's the coach's manual say the fix? Is it let him do something more comfortable? What do you do to get a quarterback, or any player for that matter, kind of back to where they need to be in the middle of a game?
Well, I think it starts with conversations and communication. Hey, what are you seeing out there? What are you feeling out there? Dak's so easy to talk to. Again, Dak wasn't the only one that didn't have a good day. I didn't have a good day. I think, there was, I asked the guys, after the game, I said, raise your hand if you played well today. And not a single hand went up. That shows you're dealing with the right type of guys. And, but really when you're talking to a player, whether it's a quarterback, a receiver, a DB, whoever it is, it starts with communication. Hey, what are you seeing? And then you always try to do things that they're comfortable with, right? There's certain plays that they like. There's certain coverages that they like. There's certain, blitzes that they like. And so you try to feature things that they have confidence in. And sometimes it's not just the player. It's just, hey, this is one of our best routes. Let's call this route concept, or let's go to this blitz package or this coverage, because it kind of settles them in, if that makes sense. They hear those words and they're like, oh, okay, I like this call, or I feel really good about this one. And confidence is such a huge part of this game. And I think that's where, we need to take the next step and become way more consistent.
I read a quote from Dak, and he was talking about Jadeveon Clowney, and it seems like Jadeveon Clowney may have already taken kind of a leadership role on this team. But Jadeveon saying we've got too much talent in this locker room to be playing up and down the way we are. Is that kind of the feel across the locker room? Like, you look at all the names on the nameplates in that locker room, and it feels like this team should be performing a lot better than they are. Is your team still like, are they 100% in this thing, or is it feel like, man, this thing's starting to get away from us a little bit?
No, absolutely not. I think, this is the right type of character in the locker room first, the right type of brotherhood in the locker room. Again, there's certainly talent in there. But talent doesn't win games. It's called execution. And 100%, we are talented enough to go do the things that we want to do and to achieve our goals. But if we don't do a better job from a coaching standpoint of getting our players in position to do things that they do well, one, and then the players going out there and executing the plays too, then, it's going to continue to be frustration and inconsistency. And nobody wants that. And so the thing we got to get back to doing is continuing to throw really good practices and having hard conversations. And again, I know everybody wants to talk about, changes and things like that. And there's certainly going to be changes. And again, that's a good thing. And hey, what I want to point out to you guys, what you guys know, you guys understand, you've been doing this a long time. You make changes when you're playing well too. It's not just when you're playing poorly. Like, you're always looking to change and adjust. And that's the process that we're in right now. And again, the focus is solely on Arizona.
You talk about changes and adjustments coming into a bye week. Certainly got some time to put those kind of things in. I heard you talk this week about the competition at different positions. Do you see a change in starters over the next 10 days? Is there a possibility of 2 or 3 dudes maybe not getting the number of reps that they've become accustomed to by performance from this weekend?
Yeah, I think so. I think you can see that in a couple of different areas. I think you also could see based on who the inactives are. Guys. Again, we love them all and we believe in them all. But again, this is a production business. We all know that. We all get that. And so, absolutely. Again, it might be playtime. Guys might play a little bit less. Some guys have earned a chance to play a little bit more. But there certainly will be what I will refer to as changes.
You guys playing Monday night. Kyler Murray has been out for a little while for Arizona. They've actually gotten some pretty decent quarterback play without him. The assumption is that Kyler is going to be back for this game, but then they're also the Cardinals were also trying out quarterbacks yesterday, which is kind of an odd dichotomy. Are you prepping for a fully healthy Kyler Murray, or do you consider the fact that he might not be the guy out there? Because obviously Kyler presents a different style than anybody else on that roster would.
Yeah, well, I'll say this again. I am the biggest Jacoby Brissett fan in the world. Had Jacoby in Indianapolis. He was our quarterback when we lost Andrew Luck for the year. And you talk about a competitor, a talented, big arm guy, and you can see why he's played well. I mean, he's been doing this for a long time. But you have to prepare for Kyler. because like you referenced, if you don't prepare for Kyler, his play style is so different that it can catch you by surprise. So our expectation is we'll see Kyler Murray out there. He's coming back home to Dallas, where he's obviously had a ton of success. And if it's not Kyler, we'll be ready to adjust. But our thought is that we'll be facing Arizona and Kyler Murray.
He's never lost in that stadium or in the state of Texas, other than as Aggie quarterback. The only reason he ever lost was because A&M's
only
offense,
when you needed him
only
to
when
win.
he was on our side. When you do face a quarterback like that does have this unique set of skills. How much do you have to vary your week of prep, knowing that this guy could turn the corner and go? And you know as much as anybody else, mobile quarterbacks have been kind of an issue.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Well, I will say this: he certainly presents a number of issues because you need great rush lane discipline. But I do know this as well. There's times when a defensive lineman that runs, 4.6, 4.7, he's got contained, and then all of a sudden he's like, nope, he's faster than me, and he gets out and around. And the good thing for us is, again, Joe Milton's done a great job, really, as the week's gotten started. I'm not saying don't tell Joe this; he's not listening, I'm sure. But Kyler's really fast. They have their strides are very different, but Joe does give us a great look out there, man, and he's out there running around and stressing the defensive edges and things like that. And I think that's really important that the defense gets a feel or at least a look of an athletic quarterback that can move around and make plays.
Cardinals are 2-5, and you might think on paper, oh, well, this is a bad team, but with a sketch, they played the 49ers, Seahawks, Colts, Packers. They haven't lost a game yet by more than 4 points. Like, they are competitive in every game, and coming off a bye, presumably the healthiest they've been in a while. I mean, how important is it for your guys to treat the Cardinals like this is a serious football team?
Well, first of all, we never overlook anybody, man. I mean, this is the National Football League. You've hit all the stats. I don't need to hit the stats with our guys. Records are deceiving in this business, and for the young players that might not know that, our vets do a great job of sharing that. But I mean, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, you look at who they've played. You look at the score of the games. They could very easily be 5-2, not 2-5, and again, very talented roster. They went out, they spent a lot of money on defense to shore some things up there, bringing in Calais Campbell and Josh Sweat. Budda Baker's one of the best safeties in the league. They've got weapons for Kyler. And then again, at the end of the day, Jonathan Gannon's a heck of a football coach, and you see his identity on that football team going into this third year. And they play hard, man. And they've got a confident swagger about the way they play the game of football.
Coach, I know you have to say, like, we take every team seriously and every team in the NFL is a real team, but you did play the Jets. You're past that. So you can, like, you don't have to pretend like that every team is a real NFL team. I mean, it's okay.
Hey, the Jets just beat the Cincinnati Bengals in a shootout I saw. I was
man.
Out in Denver, but I mean,
that's a claim to fame here, Coach.
They won their game.
Hang a banner.
Hey, right now, do you have somebody taking care of Marquise Bell, like wrapping him in bubble wrap as your only safety that's around there? How do you cover for an entire room that's
and Joe
up?
Milton play safety?
Yeah, can he play safety as well?
Well, it's funny. Marquise is sitting right here on my couch. Just I'm making sure he doesn't move out of my sight, and I want to make sure. Yeah, he's gonna have to spend the night. It's gonna be a great Halloween for Keith. Come spend the night at Shottie's house. Maybe I'll have Marquise give out the full size candy bars tonight.
That's a good idea.
At the house, since I got to keep eyes on him. But look, hey, we're definitely thin at that position, and again, we got beat up a little bit in Denver, but we've got some young guys. We've got some solutions, and but I will say this: Marquise has done a nice job these last couple games, and that's what you need, man. You need guys to step up, and these guys should be excited when given opportunities. And but what we have to do is we have to really do a great job of just playing great team defense. That's what it's going to come down to. All 11 guys executing, all 11 guys running the football.
Coach, you got a quarterback who seems to think you guys could use some help at the trade deadline, and I'm sure. I know you've got to play kind of both sides here, but would you love to see Jerry bring in some help at the trade deadline?
I mean, we're always open for business, and we're always competing every day to add competition to this roster. And if it happens, and that'd be great. And if it doesn't, and even if it does happen, it doesn't mean we don't love and trust the guys that we have on this football team. I think we've shown that you're going to need everybody, and we believe that. But if your mantra is compete every day, which it is, then hopefully we're competing as we get closer to the trade deadline, and we've got a few days left. But again, those conversations have been ongoing, and they'll heat up, I'm sure, here as the weekend approaches.
Coming home certainly cures what ails you. And this offense is explosive at home. And there's a lot of easy answers to why you play better at home. But what is it about this track and this offense that just clicks better with the sun coming in their face in the third quarter? What exactly is about it at home? Which we could talk about curtains later. But seriously, and it's always an easy answer. You sleep at home and you know what you're doing. But this offense under Dak just does better at home. Why?
Well, again, if I had that answer, I would certainly probably give it to you, because it's not an easy answer.
Right.
But I do think at the end of the day, I mean, there's just it's a fast track. Our guys are very comfortable there. I think it's something about walking into the locker room and things like that. But the point of what you're saying is true. But to win in this league at the levels that we expect to win at, you have to learn to play well no matter where you play, because every couple of years the Super Bowl's in Dallas, but for the most part, if you want to achieve the goals of winning a world championship, you got to be able to go on the road and play well in other stadiums, and that's a big part of our maturing and growing as a football team.
And can we talk one more time about the curtains? Can we put some curtains up?
It's Monday Night Football. They don't need them this week.
Again, last home game, and it's going to happen one more time. I think you're going to have to deal with it. Have you ever had a conversation with Jerry or Mrs. Jerry about the curtains on the windows?
The pictures are great. Like Deron Bland had the interception the other day for the against Washington. You can see Falus is watching him run down the field, and he's shielding his eyes from the sun. But at the end of the day, I do laugh, and we of course we do. We talk about it because we have a plan for it. But my word that I use, guys, is very majestic.
It is majestic.
Very majestic photos.
They are.
And that's what's important.
Yeah, refrigerator worthy.
It is a Monday night game. How's the week of prep change? Is just everything just pushed back a day and then business as usual? What do you guys do any differently?
No, great question. So yeah, we did Wednesday was normal, so that's the first, second down day. Thursday, yesterday, was the third down day. Today we're going to do a little bit of a review of first, second, and third down. So this is kind of our bonus day. It'll be a bunch of walkthrough reps and things like that, getting some of the mental reps in, the communication cleaned up and stuff like that. And then tomorrow will be a normal Friday for us, where we kind of put the finishing tabs on the week, and then Saturday will be our last dress rehearsal before teeing it up on Monday night.
Do you guys, will you get to watch some football on Sunday?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I love watching football every chance I get, and we'll definitely get away from here a little bit. And your mind's never too far away from the game, but it is fun to kind of watch some of your friends and colleagues compete. And it's funny, you do pick things up watching people play, about whether it's a play or a scheme or game management situations that pop up all the time.
Now, can you even watch a football game for fun?
Oh, absolutely. Now I do watch it different. Like my
Right.
wife is always like, "Well, how'd you see that?" I was like, "Well, I watch it different than you." Like most fans just kind of watch where the ball goes, and but absolutely, it kind of relaxes me. As crazy as that sounds, it relaxes me to watch other people play, and part of it is because you really, even though you have friends on other teams, you're like, you really don't care who wins and loses. You're actually cheering for people, cheering against people in your division, or that you have to play later in the year.
Coach, every time you guys have had a loss, you came back with a win. So hopefully that gets done here. Hopefully you got what are the plans for the bye? I know you'd rather spend 2 weeks, in a good mood than a bad mood. What are the plans for Coach Schottenheimer on the bye?
Well, again, definitely, we got to find a way to get this victory, because you just said it, the best way to have the good bye is to go into the bye with a win. I think that's what the focus is, and we'll find a little bit of time, a couple pockets to get a little bit of R&R, and again, reconnect with the family a little bit, reconnect with some of these guys on this team, and it's a time for me to check in with some of the guys that have been injured, and just check in on how they're doing, stuff like that. But we'll find time for a little bit of R&R, but we definitely will enjoy it more after a win against Arizona.
Well, Coach, I'm just going to assume that up there in Denver, the Devil's Lettuce got a hold of you guys, and it made for a rough week. And you guys will be, now that you're back in the great state of Texas, where it's illegal, you guys will be straight, and everybody's going to play right this week. So, best of luck this week. Happy Halloween, and good luck to you on Monday night, Coach.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great Halloween.